May-June 2020, paper 4, extended. So let's start question 1. In part AI, it says divide $24 in the ratio 7:5. So I'm gonna assume that so I have 2 points or 2 persons, A and B, and the ratio of A to B is 7:5, and I'm gonna add a total column. So the total of the ratios is 7 plus 5, which is 12. Now I want to divide a total amount of $24. So under the total, I'm going to write 24. And under B, I need to find how much will B get. So I will cross multiply. So 12 times B is 12B equals to 24 times 5, which is 120. So over 12, and here over 12, so B is 10. Now if B is getting $10, then A would get 24, which is the total amount, minus the amount that B is getting, which is 10. So A is 24 minus 10, which is 14. So A would get 14 and B would get $10. Now in double I, it says write $24.6 as a fraction of $2,870. Give your answer in its lowest terms. So I'm going to divide 24.6 by 2,870. Now to get rid of the decimal point, I will multiply the numerator times 10. And of course the denominator times 10. So the answer is 246 over 28700. Now if you put this fraction on the calculator, it will give you a fraction which is equal to 3 over 350. Now if you keep your answer as 246 over 28,700, you will lose 1 point because the question is clear about that. He's asking you to give your answer in its lowest terms. So you need to simplify 246 over 28,700 and give your answer in its simplest form. Now in triple I need to write $1.92 as a percentage of 1.6. So as a percentage means I need to divide 1.92 over 1.6 times 100. So the answer is 120%. So the answer is 120%. Now in part B. Now it says in a sale the original prices are reduced by 15%. Calculate the sale price of a book that has an original price of $12. So since this is a percentage change question, the formula for the percentage change is equal to the final price minus the old price over the old price times 100. Now the percentage change is negative 15. So the prices are reduced by 15%. So reduced means negative, so it's negative 15. I want to find the sale price if I'm given the original price. So the original price is the old price and the sale price is the final price. So the final price is X. I want to find the final price minus the old price, which is 12, over 12 times 100. So over 100 here, and negative 15 over 100 is negative 0.15 equals to x minus 12 divided by 12. Now let's multiply. So 12 times negative 0.15 is equal to, let's calculate that, to negative 1.8. So negative 1.8 is equal to x minus 12. So I'm going to shift negative 12 to the left. So x is equal to 12 minus 1.8, and the answer is $10.2. Now in double I, it says calculate the original price of a jacket that has a sale price of $38.25. So again, the percentage change is negative 15. It's the same percentage. So negative 15 equals. Now what's the final price? So the sale price is the final price, which is 38.25, and the original price is x. So minus x divided by x times 100. So over 100, and here over 100. So negative 15 over 100 is negative 0.15 is equal to 38.25 minus x over x. So let's multiply. So negative 0.15 times x is negative 0.15x equals to 38.25 minus x. So I'm going to add x here to cancel the x's and x to the left hand side. So negative 0.15x plus x is 0.85x equals to 38.25. So over 0.85 and here over 0.85. So x is equal to 38.25 over 0.85. So the answer is $45. So the original price is $45. Now in part C, it says, or part CI, so Dean invests $500 for 10 years at a rate of 1.7% per year simple interest. So this is a simple interest question. I need to find the total interest earned during the 10 years. So since this is a simple interest question, so the formula for the simple interest is I equals PRT over 100. I want to find the interest, so I is equal to P, which is 500 times 1.7 times the time, which is 10 years, over 100. So the answer would be equal to $85. So that's the interest gained. Now in part double I, it says Oli invests $200 at a rate of 0.0035% per day compound interest. Now we need to calculate the value of Oli's investment at the end of 1 year. So again, this is a compound interest question. So the compound interest formula is F equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power of T. Now, I want to find the value of Oli's investment at the end of 1 year. So F is equal to the principal amount, which is 200 times 1 plus R. Now what's R here? So R is 0.0035% per day. Now I need to convert, so the rate should be always per year. So I know that 1 year is 365 days, so I need to multiply 0.0035 times 365 to convert the rate from per day to per year. So it's equal to 1.2775 over 100 raised to the power of T, which is 1. because I want to find the value of the investment at the end of the first year. So putting that on the calculator, the answer would be 202.6, which is equal to 203 rounded up to 3 significant figures. Now, in triple I, it says Edna invests $500 at a rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 6 years, the value of Edna's investment is $559.78. We need to find the value of R. So again, this is clear, it's a compound interest question, so we need to use the formula for the compound interest, which is F equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power of T. Now the final value, so the value of Edna's investment at the end of 6 years is 559.78. So this is the final amount. So 559.78 is equal to the principal amount, which is 500 times 1 plus R. R is unknown because I need to find R over 100 raised to the power of 6, because it says at the end of 6 years. So here I need to divide by 500 and here by 500. So 559.78 over 500, the answer is 1.11956 equals to 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power of 6. Now I need to get rid of the power, which is 6. So I will multiply by 1 over 6, and 6 cancels with the 6. And for the left hand side, I'm going to raise 1.11956 to the power of 1 over 6. So 1.11956 raised to the power of 1 over 6 is equal to 1 plus R over 100. So I want to shift 1 to the left hand side. So 1.11956 to the power of 1 over 6 minus 1 is equal to R over 100. So R is basically 100 times 1.11956 raised to the power of 1 over 6 minus 1. And the answer is equal to 1.9%. So that's the rate. Great. Now let's do the second question. So in part A, I'm given two column vectors P and Q. We need to find 2P plus Q. So 2P plus Q is 2 times P, which is 2 times 4, 5, plus Q, which is plus minus 2, 7. So I want to multiply 2 times 4 and 2 times 5. So this is equal to 8, 10, plus minus 2 and 7. Now we need to add the x components of the column vector and the y components of the column vector. So 8 plus minus 2 is 8 minus 2, which is 6, and 10 plus 7 is 17. So that's the value of 2P plus Q. Now in part double I need to find the modulus of P. And the modulus of P is simply the square root of the x component of the column vector P squared. So it's 4 squared plus the y component squared. And this is equal to the square root of 41. And the square root of 41 is equal to 6.403. So to 3 significant figures, the answer is 6.4. So that's the modulus or the magnitude of P. Now in part B, it says A is the point 4, 1 and AB is negative 3, 1. We need to find the coordinates of B. Now when I say AB, so the vector AB, this is equivalent to saying B minus A. Now AB is negative 3 and 1. B is unknown, so I need to find the coordinates of B. So it's x, y, minus A, which is 4, 1. So to find the coordinates of B, I want to shift negative 4, 1 to the left. So xy becomes negative 3, 1 plus 4, 1 so we need to add the x component, so negative 3 and 4 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So the coordinates of B is 1 and 2, or are 1 and 2. Now, in part C, we're given a line which is y equals 3x minus 2, and it crosses the y-axis at G. We need to write down the coordinates of G. Now, since G crosses the y-axis, then this means that the x-coordinate is 0. And to find the y-coordinate, I need to substitute the x-coordinate, which is 0, in the equation of the line. So it becomes y equals 3 times 0 minus 2, which is equal to minus 2. So the y-coordinate of G is negative 2. Now, in part D, so this is a vector geometry question. It says in the diagram, O is the origin, OT is twice TD, and M is the midpoint of TC. OC is C, and OD is D. We need to find the position vector of M. So the position vector of M, it means OM. So we need to find OM. So OM, so to go from point O to point M, I need first to go from O to T and plus Tm. So from T to M. Now to find OM, I need first to find OT and I need to find Tm. Now how can I find OT? Now we're given that the ratio of OT to T or OT is actually twice TD. So OT to TD. Now if OT is twice TD, now if TD is 1, OT is twice or 2 times TD, so OT is 2. And the total amount is the addition of the ratios, which is 2 plus 1, and it's equal to 3. Now, since OD consists of 2 smaller vectors, which are OT and TD, so OD, which is D, is the total amount of the 2 vectors OT and TD. So the total of OT and TD is D. So how can I find OT? So OT is simply the cross multiplication of D times 2 and 3 times OT. So 3OT here is equal to 2 times D. So OT is 2D over 3. And that's OT. Now to find OM, back to the equation, I need to find OT. And OT is 2D over 3. Now let's find Tm. Now we are given that M is the midpoint of TC. So if I find TC and I divide TC by 2, I will get Tm. Now how can I find TC? So TC here is simply TO, which is negative 2D over 3. Why negative? Because if OT is 2D over 3, now TO is the opposite of OT, so it's negative 2D over 3, plus OC, which is C. So here, C over 1 times 3 times 3, so TC is actually 3C minus 2D divided by 3. So that's TC. Now to find Tm, since M is the midpoint, as I said, so Tm is half TC. So to find Tm, I need to multiply TC, which is 3C minus 2D over 3 times half. So Tm is equal to 3C minus 2D over 3 times half, which is equal to 3C minus 2D over 6. So that's Tm. Now back to the equation, OM is OT plus TM, so I need to add up OT, which is 2D over 3, plus TM, which is 3C minus 2D over 6. So OM is OT, which is 2D over 3, plus TM, which is plus 3C minus 2D over 6. So to add these fractions, I need to have a common denominator, so I'm multiplying 2D over 3 by 2. So I have 4D over 6 plus 3C minus 2D over 6. Now let's add the d's. So 4D over 6 minus 2D over 6. So 4D minus 2D is 2D. And I have plus 3C over 6. Now this is equal to D over 3 plus C over 2. So that's the vector OM. Great. Now in